Cat Deeley missed her mother-in-law's funeral to support her two young children who are suffering the loss of their grandmother, Mail Online can reveal. The This Morning host, 48, was notably absent as husband Patrick Kielty's late mother Mary was laid to rest on Monday in County Down. Patrick, 54, looked bereft as he carried Mary's coffin through his home village, where he was joined by close family and friends at the Church of the Sacred Heart. Cat, who has been married to Patrick for 12 years, stayed in London, presenting Monday's This Morning with co-host Ben Shepherd, 50. Despite the This Morning roster including the likes of Alison Hammond, Josie Gibson, and Rochelle Humes being on hand to stand in for Cat, she is also set to host Tuesday morning's show. A spokesperson for Cat has told Mail Online the real reason she wasn't at today's religious burial held in honor of Patrick's late mother was to be present for her two sons, Milo, 8, and James, 5, before and after they finished school. They said, Cat remained at home to be there for her two young children before and after school on this very sad day. Patrick's mother, who was in her 80s, passed away at her home in the village of Dundrum on Saturday. A death notice said Mary will be sadly missed and lovingly remembered by her entire family circle, neighbors and friends. Patrick wore a dark grey suit with a white tie as he laid his mother to rest alongside his brothers John and Cahal, who were consoled by dozens of mourners. The TV star has spoken fondly of his mother over the years, telling the Irish Sun in 2023 that she was secretly delighted when he was chosen as host of The Late Late Show. Mary Kielty is secretly delighted but not making any real public statements, he said. I mean talking to people at Mass, which is kind of a public statement in Dundrum. Well now, what about that son of yours? I am sure you're very proud, to which Mary Kielty would say well now, I've got 3 sons, so which one are you talking about? Patrick's life was rocked by tragedy after his father was killed by Protestant paramilitaries who claimed he was an IRA chief during the Troubles when he was just 16 years old. He relived the murder as part of a TV documentary in 2023, in which he said of his mother, "My dad was a brave man, but it was my mum who wanted to protect us. She's the one who raised the family and kept us together. She was 46 when he died and she never remarried." The comedian revealed the moment he was called into the headmaster's office of his school to be told of his father Jack's death at the hands of loyalist shooters. As part of a BBC programme documenting the 20th anniversary of the Good Friday Agreement, Patrick spoke about the effect the murder has had on his life. The Loyalist assassins had fired on his father's firm in Dundrum, County Down, at the height of the Troubles. It was a case of mistaken identity, with the killers believing Jack to be an officer in the IRA, a link that was immediately dismissed by the Royal Ulster Constabulary and family members. Reliving the moment he was told of the death, Patrick said, "It was the very first Red Nose Day and I'd put the posters up all around the school. When I was called to the headmaster's office, I thought I was going to get told off because I'd plastered the entire school with them. Then I got to his office and one of my dad's business colleagues was there. That's when I knew something was terribly wrong. I remember thinking, I need to get home. How's my mom? Where's everybody else? At the time you don't realize you're going through shock." Patrick was just 6 days away from turning 17 when he buried his father and served as a pallbearer at the funeral. Growing up in Northern Ireland, you had less of those chats because a lot of people knew what you were going through, he said. There was never anger, it was a case of looking after mum and the family pulling together. The minute you're angry, then someone else has won.